Well, hey everybody, welcome back to Washita Valley Farms. I'm standing here in one of Steve's alfalfa fields. So this field right here is about a 5 acre patch. Right across the road over there behind my pickup is another patch that's about 15 acres. And I mowed these yesterday. Yesterday was a Monday, and so that makes today Tuesday. Well, anyways, I mowed this 5 acre patch here, and I mowed that 15 acres across the road there yesterday. And I just came by after work to check to see how it was drying, and it's coming along. I think probably by tomorrow evening, as long as the temperature keeps up the way it is now. It's 89 degrees, so it's fairly warm, and the wind has blown uh, pretty steadily, not hard, but pretty steadily the past couple of days. So the alfalfa is drying up, the wheat is drying up from the rain that we had over the weekend, and so probably tomorrow we'll be able to come and square bale, break this and square bale it up, and it should be good to go. But for now, today, Kurt is actually across those trees back over there. You can kind of see the tractor with the grain cart sitting there by the road. But anyways, he is cutting wheat today, and he needs to get soybeans planted. So that is what we're gonna do now. So stay tuned. We've got a place over at Kurt's house that we got to finish up a little patch, and then we are gonna road it down by the co-op and finish up about 20 acres there. So stay tuned. All right, everybody, we're back up here. We're at Kurt's farm now, and what I did when I got here is I went ahead and I put a little bit of seed in the planter, and I went ahead and did the outside rounds of this oat patch here. I don't know if you guys remember from a few episodes ago. This is where we started Kurt's summer harvest. We started with 3 fields of oats. One field is here, and another couple of fields where we're going next. So we started here. I drove the combine for him while he walked around behind it, made sure all the settings were correct and all that. So this is about 6 acres here. And then once the combine was finished here, I actually square baled the oat straw for him. There's a video for that too. And now this little 6 acre patch right here is where we're starting to plant the double crop soybeans. And actually, he's got quite a few full season beans already, so he's only planting, I think, like it's less than 30 acres total of double crop soybeans. So this 6 acres is where we're going to start. And like I said, I already made the first 2 outside rounds, made sure the GPS was all working, made sure the planter monitor and the planter was all working right. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some more seed in here, and we'll get going. Won't take us long at all to finish this, and then we'll road on down to the next place. So while I was at the co-op, I picked up some more seed for Kurt. He got a couple of bags the other day with the thought that he was going to set this machine up himself. But he got busy, and just kind of the way the weather all worked out, he hadn't got it done yet. So I've run this before, planted with this before. So I already kind of knew how to set the planter up and all. He told me to put in He told me to put in 6 bags, which is what I put in here already. And he said leave 2 just in case you don't need them. I shouldn't need them. He told me whenever I go down the road to the other place to just throw them in the tractor cab with me, in case I have a box run out a little bit early or something, and I don't have enough to move from one to the other, can just open another bag and throw a little bit of seed in a box. Alright, I think that's it. We'll get these closed, and we'll get the fan running on this thing again, and we'll go finish up this little 6 acres here. And we're planting. Everything looks to be running correctly. As usual, I've got my drone along with me, so I think I don't have a lot to talk about at this point, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and send the drone up, and we'll listen to a little bit of music here while we're finishing this. And I'll pick back up with you guys when we finish. Alright, so just about got this knocked out. I have to admit I'm a little rustier at this planter than I thought I was. So we about got her done here, not without a couple of mishaps, not without a couple of go-arounds. But, you know, Kurt has told me many times before, he doesn't expect perfection. It's nice when I achieve perfection, but he does not always expect it. But if I mess something up, he does expect me to go back and fix it. So I think we've got one more pass right here, half pass. This planter does have row command, so it will shut off the rows that have already planted. Like so, for instance, out here in this, out here in the turn rows, you know, this right here in front of me and to the right that has already been planted, it is not, the planter's not planting there. Yeah, the row units are running in the ground, but it's not actually putting down seed. So no seed being wasted here. And for some reason we left a strip right there. Huh. Not real sure why. But I don't want to leave that. So go over it again. Alright, looks good. Go ahead and shut the hydraulics to the planter down. We'll run up here. I'm going to grab these last 2 bags of seed. Throw them here, probably in the floorboard. We will fold this planter up. I've got plenty of fuel in this thing. So. All right. I will jump out, grab those 2 bags of seed. I'll probably go back to the drone. Drone's up there still flying around somewhere. I'll probably go back to the drone, and we'll have drone footage all the way to the next field. Alright, so we made it in here without incident. One thing I always like to do is make sure that I check and make sure a train is not coming, because the trains run through here pretty quick, and the last thing that I want to do is be freight train fodder. Okay, we'll get this baby unfolded. Now the field that we're going to plant the soybeans is not this big one here. It's actually one in the back across a waterway. So this is the field that I think 2 episodes ago that you guys followed along while I finished combining the last part of it and ran the grain cart some. I believe the name of that video was One Man Show, I think is what the name of it was. So if you haven't seen that one, I'll put a link up in the top right hand corner of the screen up there if you guys want to go and check that out. So what we'll do here is we got her all unfolded and I got her all on the ground. We will just we'll just follow the headland here along to the back of the field. One thing I forgot to mention earlier on that other field, so you guys may have seen some weeds in that other field, a few of them here and there. Here, as you can see, to the left and then just to the right, there's a little bit of weeds starting to come up in these fields. After the rain, they've really kind of come back, and now that oats are all cut, they can really get some sunshine. Kurt has had these places sprayed. I mean, they've done a burn down on these places, but the weeds are not completely wilted yet. I mean, they're not. They're dying. They're just not completely brown and crispy and blown away yet. So that's what that is. They have been sprayed. They've been taken care of, and yeah, hopefully it won't be a problem again. All right, I'll catch up with you when we get back here towards the back a little further. All right, so we're back here towards the back of the field. We're gonna go through here, and I'll give you a little bit of the lay of the land. Here's this little creek, this little low water crossing. There's just a little bit of water left in it, but it shouldn't be any big problem here. To get across, we're gonna start out going counterclockwise, since all my tractor and planer controls are on this side. It's just easier for me to drive counterclockwise, so I can just look back at the edge of my planer and see what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get this GPS kind of set up and figure out which line Kurt usually uses, and then I'll pick you back up. Alright, I think I've got everything set up, kind of headed my way. So one thing about this is that so I'm gonna make at least two headland passes, around the field. I'll be driving them by hand, because there's just really not, I mean, technically you can set it up in the GPS to do these headland passes, but it's kind of almost easier just to hand drive them, especially since this field's not very big, and it really won't take that long. I could actually put the marker out, really, if I wanted to. I could put this left-hand marker out over here and follow that around the field. But since these soybeans are cut with just a regular draper header, they're not cut with a row crop header like a corn head would be. With a corn head, you've got to stay on the row, or you knock ears out of the plants, to the ground, or you'll mow the plants over, you'll mow the stalks over, and you'll miss corn. Well, with just the draper header, like we're going to use to cut these soybeans with, it really doesn't matter that much if you go with the row. Now, you don't want to go straight perpendicular across the row, because that's really hard on your cutter bar. It's really hard on your sickles and your sickle drive or your knife drive. So you don't necessarily want to go straight across, perpendicular with the rows that you've planted, but going at an angle, going at all but perpendicular to the rows is really not that big a deal. So all right, I think for now I'm gonna throw the old drone back up and just give you guys a good look. If you guys are enjoying the videos and you haven't subscribed yet, you can hit that little red tractor down in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and you can subscribe that way. Now down below and more towards the comments section of the video, you can tap the bell to get a notification when I put out a new video. And if you guys would comment, that would be great. I mean, I love comments, you know, good or bad. I would say if you have a bad comment, at least leave some constructive criticism. But I really like comments because I'm still trying to get a feel for what you guys like to see. You know, do you like the in-cab footage? To see what the inside of the tractor looks like, to see, you know, what the implement looks like behind me. Do you like the drone footage better? Do you like the music that I play when I have drone footage most of the time? You know, most of the time I play music. Do you like that? Do you like music at all? Or would you rather just hear what the tractor and the implement or the combine sounds like? You guys, if you would, put that kind of stuff in the comments, because I'd really like to know, because I definitely want to make videos that you guys out there enjoy watching. So comments are always appreciated, and even if they're negative, even if you have suggestions, if you'll just leave me some constructive criticism, I'll address it, and maybe the next video will be better. Alright guys, here we go. Alright, so I just turned the corner here. I'm getting low on seed, so I'm going to hop out and I'm going to put these last 2 bags of seed in the planter here. Alright then, that should give me just about enough that I should be able to finish this up no problem and not have much left over. Go ahead, I'm going to back up just a little bit. Put this planter fired back up again, and we should be good to go some more. So I've just got about maybe half of this field left here. So one of the things I was going to tell you guys, it's a bit of a tease maybe for the next episode. In the next episode, like I told you guys at the beginning of this one, I'm going to be raking and baling Steve's, at least part of Steve's alfalfa for him. Another thing I'm going to do in the next video is I'm going to kind of go over my my custom rates. So you know, I got the contract several episodes ago when I won the hay baler, the round baler, and the tractor, and the baling contract from Steve back, I believe it was like hay baling showdown or something to that effect. It was the episode name. So I won the contract for all of Steve's hay baling work. And so in the next video, I'm going to highlight and kind of go over my custom hay baling rates and kind of help you guys understand how I came up with those rates and where they came from. So if you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, you ought to be very interested in the next episode. I think you will enjoy it if you like learning more about the business side of farming. I'm going to say business side of farming. I'm going to use that very loosely because this is obviously going to be a very simplistic explanation of it. But stay tuned for that. Should be fun. I didn't mention this before, but Kat's here. She's kind of taking some ground footage for me, moving my cameras around a little bit to give you guys a little bit of a different view other than just in cab and typical drone footage. She's actually got the controller for my drone now, and she's actually flying the drone around too. I don't even know where the drone is. I haven't seen it in a while. But yeah, so anyways, we're going to go back to some out of cab farming, and hope you guys enjoy. If you enjoy the different views, be sure and let me know in the comments. Well, I gotta say, Kurt nailed the amount of seed that I was gonna need perfectly. I ended up my fill levels on my monitor actually are reading 0, and back there, I don't know. I had 150 feet left on my last pass. My One of my C-tube sensors started chirping at me, and it was a constant chirp, so I knew I was out. I actually had to get out and open up all the boxes and shift a little bit of seed around to be able to get my last 150 feet done. But so that's gonna do it for this episode, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please please throw me a like, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I enjoy making these videos for you guys, and if you are enjoying watching the videos, please do me a favor and throw me a comment. Guys, that's going to do it. Next episode will look to be baling some alfalfa, and we will see you then. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.